Good evening, everybody.
Mhm.
I'm your host, Will I Am, and welcome to my world. But before I get started, I got a real special show tonight, real special. But before I get started, let me introduce my partner in crime, the engine that makes the show run here at Feel Good
Mhm.
Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, Mr. Charles Briefly. Everybody know him as DJ Chuck B. What's up, Chuck?
Yo, what's up, Will? Hey, man, I'm excited to be here as always. We got a hell of a show coming up, so I tell you all the time, if you're ready, I'm definitely ready to rock if you're ready to roll. So let's roll. You know what I'm
Speaking of roll, woo! This next guy here, man, I could write a book, but I'm gonna
saying?
let him. I'm gonna say that part for him for the show. I mean, we go a long way back, family. It's a lot intertwined here. I'm gonna cut it short and let him take over. You know what I mean? For everybody watching, we got a fitness guru. That's right, he is a fitness guru.
Guru,
Not
huh?
only, not only is he a client, he's the president. He's the CEO of Pure Impact. All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ismael Iben-Malik. What's up, Ish?
Oh, I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers, man, for definitely allowing me to, to come on your platform and talk about fitness and all of those beautiful things, and also that my brand it's Pure Impact, but I had to add extreme on the front of it, so it's really it's the LLC is Extreme Pure Impact, man, because somebody had took Pure Impact, so
Oh,
I had to add a little extra to it to to give it my official stamp. So it's definitely Extreme Pure Impact, man, and just branding, man, building, man. It's a beautiful thing to to start the year off, man, 2001, and start it out on y'all show talking about this. 'Cause Will, we had talked about it previously,
mhm.
and I knew this day eventually was coming. So I'm just blessed, man, to be on here, to chop it up with y'all brothers, man. I
Hey,
appreciate the invitation.
we blessed to have you on here, brother. Thanks for coming
Yes,
on.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been checking you out, man. You've been doing your thing, and
Hmm.
I just want to give a shout out to you, man, because you don't stop. You keep it rolling. So you're very
Right.
consistent, and I see the results from all your clients and stuff of that nature, and you in general. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So I've seen the change in your body and everything. So again, shouts out to you. You know what I mean?
I respect that. Thank you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well, where shall we start? You know what? I know where we'll start. Let's start with this.
Hmm.
How did you get started? Look, I was hoping you would give me some of the credit for all the battles we used to have on the basketball court.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Moses and Kareem down there, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. I
we
was hoping
definitely
that was the case, but what got you started? What made this a passion of yours?
what it made me the passion was, like most young men, man, trying to imitate their fathers, man. And my father, he was known as his nickname was Calm. So, coming up, I remember my dad used to make muscles, man, would carry us around the house, me and my one of my brothers on his arms, man. And as I got, a little older, just trying to, mimic his look. And then I say one of Chuck's cousins. He's like my brother, Lamont
Yeah.
Lee, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we was pups, man. I met Mont when I was like 12. So this was around the time my father was murdered when I was 12. So around the age of 13 or 14, uh, ended up buying a weight bench, man. Young boys, we bought a weight bench from some boy Yusef on the east side, and from then we went out Kmart and got the weights with the cement in it, man. The plastic cover with the cement.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from then on, I always worked out, but I wasn't really I wasn't a gym guy. I wasn't a gym
Mm-hmm.
guy, but I always kept some free weights around the crib, even when I, started building my own family. And I remember when it was just me, my wife, and my two oldest daughters at the time, well, my ex-wife and my two oldest daughters. We had a room in the house, man, before my son was born. And I remember having some weights in that room. So
Mm-hmm.
I always worked out, man. But I don't want to jump way too far, but it became like a passion, probably in like 2000, I don't know, like 9 or 10ish. I went through a crazy divorce, man, and the gym became my sanctuary. It was like the I don't smoke or drink, man, so I really didn't have any like real negative vices. You know, like Will was saying, like my outlet was sports,
Mm-hmm.
and that could have been, you know, something that was going to be it wasn't going to be a good look for me, because, you know, normally basketball become confrontational, football become confrontational, and I found myself getting like in these heated situations based off of, you know, what I was going through in my personal life. So I started using that energy towards the gym. So once I started going to one of the gyms out Ridley, man, it just like I found myself being there for like hours at a time, and then I was like, you know what, this is a lot more healthier than the route I was going, you know,
Right.
prior to falling in love with the gym.
Hey, you know what, man? And that's true, because I remember we used to battle 2 Down Low. You know that? And I used to, every time, like, it was only a few cats that I used to be like, damn, I got to play this dude. I mean, you know, I knew I was going to have some elbows to the side, you know what I mean, some rough stuff. So I said, you know what? So you were definitely one of the guys I'd be like, all right, I know I got to get my mentality right when I get down there with him, because I know he's going to give it his all, you know, and forget we bulls. You know what I'm saying? So
And listen, I used to look forward to just banging, man. That was just my style of basketball, man. I was like, yo, listen, I'm trying to win. I ain't trying to get off the court. So
exactly,
we gonna muddy this up down here, man. You gotta muddy it up a little bit.
Yeah, the drill, I do love the bang. You know what I'm saying? I love that contact and stuff. Like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, like I said, you was definitely one of the cats. I was like, okay, I gotta get my mind right. Like, so there was certain cats, you know, I knew I was gonna have to go down there and play hard, you know, again. So I was like, man, here we go. So again, you know, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that battle we used to have down there in the low, in the paint. Hey, listen, I want to also shout out to my man Jamie Mixon. He says, "What's up, gentlemen?" He's also another workout guru, man. That's my man. We graduated together '88, and he's doing his thing as well. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate you definitely. So again, we got some people out there, you know, shouting you out and giving some love. So
I appreciate that. What's up, good brother?
I'll tell you what, though. I remember when he first started. You know, you could see the difference.
Right.
Coming in, he in shape. You know, and our teams going to play each other. I had to guard him. My favorite.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
I ended up on the injury report. My finger. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, right? So when I started going to the gym, when it became like a way of life, I was with the twins. So the twins, I mean Chuck's younger brother. So we all come up together, right? So I'm with the twins. So the twins, you know, they was already dug into that whole culture of working out in the gym and that type of thing. So one of the brothers that I kind of linked up with was Saeed, the African brother from Sierra Leone. He's a bodybuilder. I'm talking about.
I know you talking about. I see him on the track all the time. Yeah,
exactly. Cold monster, man. Like, I mean, he's like a what you call a science project. So the twins, the twin Mike used to tease me all the time up the gym. He like, damn, Ish, I see you up here looking like little Saeed, because Saeed was all heavy stuff, and around that time, like probably what Will talking about, man, I was jacked, man, like jacked, and that wasn't my intentions. It was just because I was, every time I go in the gym, me and him got, you know, me and Saeed became real tight. So all my workouts for the most part was with him, man, and that was just that's the beautiful thing of fitness, how you go through these different phases of like working out, you know. Like, I don't want to say certain people do, because some people, they stick to their one regimen and that be their thing. But for me, I came in and I fell in love when I was working with Saeed. But then as I started, you know, doing my own research and checking other cats out, seeing their physiques, and like thinking about, you know, how I could, you know, make my own niche and find my own way. That's how it transitioned to, you know, not really lifting heavy weights and you know, all of the different like HIIT workouts and body weight calisthenic workouts and all of that type of stuff, man. So I just took bits and pieces of different cats that I admired and that I appreciated some of the way they work out, and I just made it my own.
Hey, you know what? And that's true too, because I remember, like, when I was coming up, when we was coming up, the thing was to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? To be big and chest way out here, stretching out 3X shirts and all that crazy stuff. And as you get older, you realize you can't keep carrying that weight around, because it's not good for your bones and your joints and stuff of that nature. And then again, once you start lifting heavy all the time, eventually your joints and everything starts messing up when you get older. So again, you know, same with me now that I'm older, I'm more so core in cardio. So
Gotcha.
I think, you know, it works out better for me. You still get jacked, but not as jacked as you were before. You do lose a lot of excess weight that's hard to carry around, which, you know, I can't do it no more. So that's what I try to do. Stay, you know, at a certain weight, and I don't lift weights no more either. I stopped lifting weights too. So
Got you.
yeah.
Just to stay flexible, man. I mean, for me, it
Right.
I don't know. I didn't like the look. After a while, you know, initially it was cool, you know, your shirt's all tight and whatever. But after a while, man, I just sometimes, you know, it's funny, man, when people be like, "Yo, what's up, big guy? It's good." And I'm like, "Dog," and in my mind, I'm like, "I'm not even bigger than you," but just everybody recognizing me as big guy. And I was like, and I started disliking that somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be known as big guy. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So, but I know once I started changing my workouts, man, I think I don't know, I might have told Will, but I remember, man, it was this day. It was 2 different times. I mean, 2 specific moments that I can remember that made me really look at the way I work out. And I don't know if y'all heard of them. One group, the brothers called the Bartenders. They cool with the locks. So Styles.
Yeah, I know you're talking about on those bars, working out with the bars. Yeah,
exactly. So one time I happened to stumble on one of their videos, and I was watching it on YouTube, and these boys was on like the telephone light poles. They was on the awnings in New York doing pull-ups and stuff. And one of the boys was like, and around this time I was on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was at the gym 5-6 days a week, and the boy was like, if you can't do these, you got mirror muscles. I'm like, mirror muscles. Right. So of course I took that as a shot. So I'm like, okay, when I go to the gym tomorrow, I'm gonna try these joints. And I tried to do them. I couldn't do them. You know? And I'm like, hold up, man. Like this is my weight. Like this is my own body. Like I can get on the bench and push and pull a crazy amount of steel, but I can't climb up here and just do some pull-ups. So after that, man, like that's when I started gravitating to like doing pull-ups and dips and push-ups more and more, and start kind of straying away from the weights, man. And then I watched how my body started to change. And it was this older brother in there, man. It was this older brother that was in Bally's. And one of my other homies, he was a bodybuilder. And I used to always reference this older brother, African. I don't know if the brother, he had an accent, so he could have been Haitian or whatever. Right. And I used to be like, yo, man, OG is ripped, man. You see his body, man? My man used to be like, Ish, man, you bigger than boy. But I'm like, he just looked different to me, man. He used to come in the gym, you know, with the spaghetti tank top joint. Yeah. But it would be, you know how the boy be wearing it with his wide open, and you could see inside it went. And I'm talking about, man, it looked like Shaka Zulu, man. Like you could see every, and I'm looking at him like. So my boy was telling me, he's like, ask him. So one day, he didn't tell me to ask him. One day he came in the gym, and I was watching the old head workout. And I was like, yo, he don't sit here and talk to nobody. He got like this pyramid thing he's doing. And then one day I just walked over to him. You know, I started talking to him. First of all, he told me his age blew my mind, man. He was like 60. I think he was like 59 at the time, something like that. And at that time, I probably was like 34 or something, 35 or something like that. But when he gave me the science on the way he worked out, when I say I'm talking about, I took like a baton, man. I took that, John. And now I'm telling you, that's one of the main reasons I look the way I look today, man. Because I took what he told me, the stuff I was doing in the past, stuff I was learning about, and I all like meshed it together, man. So, and I just watched, man, like how if you strategic and you got a science to what you do, man, that you know, you could take it to heights that you like. I never even thought I would be where I'm at now with it, honestly. But I bought in, and it kind of just opened other doors for me.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What would be a regimen for somebody just getting started that's not, you know, just really out of shape, or need to lose, let's say 30 pounds? What would the regimen be for that person? What would you suggest to them?
When you see, I don't really focus on the pound. Like the pounds, I'll change. You know, you gotta if you talking about pounds, you gotta get your cabinet together. You gotta get your refrigerator on point. You know, that you got to buy into that whole nutritional side as well. But like most people that I'm training, when we first started out, we don't even touch weights for the most part. It's all calisthenics. It's jumping jacks. It's high knee running in place. It's air squats. It's you know, probably trying to walk a mile, run a mile, jog a mile. It's like I got a whole let me see if I got my book over here. But I got a whole list of different like body weight exercises, man, that for the most part, when I train somebody, I let them know, I'm like, unless they a little more advanced than others, we might get to the weights, but I try to stay away from the weights. I try to first like tear the body down, you know, and then build it back up. So I would say for somebody that's just starting out, I would just say like calisthenic workouts. Calisthenic workouts. So get yourself like resistant bands, stuff like that. Stuff that's easier on your joints. You know, just get up and get your heart rate. The key to the majority of my workouts that I'll do with my clients is I try to minimize minimize the break. So minimize the rest time. So it's like I just want to, you know, just keep you going. Just keep you going. Like keep a high intense workout for a short amount of time. And if you do that like 3 to 4 times a week, that's how you get it off. That's really how you get it off. You know, and a lot of people, they get caught up in the pounds, that whole I'm trying to lose a certain amount of pounds thing, and then they get to, you know, checking the scale all the time. But I always ask somebody, like, how you feel? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel? And if you feel good about what you're doing, stay with that feeling, because that feeling will continuously, it'll snowball until, you know, you really buying in. Because for me, I used to always strictly just work out. I wasn't focused on nutrition. You know, I could care less at that time. Like, I really didn't eat I didn't eat. No, I ate bad, because I still eat bad sometimes. You know, like I got a sweet tooth. But the more I bought into the lifestyle of fitness, I mean, I bought in. So now I bought into reading about fitness, reading about how exercises, or some exercises are outdated. I started reading about times you should eat, what you should eat. If you're trying to pack on weight, take off weight. So I mean, that's what I mean by the lifestyle, man. Because it's certain people that I've trained over the years, man, that they had certain goals when I first met them, and them goals, they laugh at the thought of what they told me they wanted to look like or feel like when I first met them, compared to what they do now, because they brought into the lifestyle of fitness, man. So to get back to your point, I would always stress calisthenics, man, jump ropes, stuff like the most basic stuff. To stay in shape or become fit costs you nothing. You don't have to go to a gym. You don't have to go to a gym and lift weights. I mean, some people go that route, you know, for the camaraderie and be around other people. And some people, you know, that intimidates them. But man, the calisthenics, man, is important, man. You look at our ancestors. You know, so I'm talking about dating back, you know, to the motherland. Right. No gym. Look how they was built. Look at their physique. They weren't going to gyms. They was eating off the earth, and they were working out. I'm pretty sure doing calisthenics, doing the most. Right. You know, I'm pretty sure they probably found some heavy stuff around that they was probably lifting here and there. But nah, man, it can be done, man, if you just do just use, you know, your resources. The natural resources, you know. Definitely.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was away, and it was this guy, like, we got real cool. He was like the perfect specimen. Now look, you know, and we sat and talked, and it was funny because he broke down pretty much a lot of what you said, but he took it all the way back. He said, let me tell you something. He said, you don't need a gym. He said, remember when you was in elementary school, how we used to be in school? He said, what you used to do in the gym? Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. Used to make you touch your toes, come to your waist, and do all. He said, that's the start. He said, you got to do that. And he said, number one, because I asked him, like, how much you bench and all. He said, you don't touch no weights. He said, listen. He said, you're a football guy? I said, yeah. He said, over the years? I said, yeah. He said, well, Herschel Walker. He said, you remember Herschel Walker said he didn't lift weights. He said, that's all I do. I found it hard to believe because this guy was like somebody sculpted him, chiseled.
Right.
But he said that's all he do. He said the weights, and I'm asking this question pretty much. I'm throwing it out there to see how you feel about it. He said the problem with the weights is if you get all big, you bulk up on them weights. He said you stop lifting them weights, and some way you have to stop working out. You just big. He said that weight, that muscle, weight muscles will go away, but you'll still just be big for nothing.
Right.
Is that true?
I just think that depends on the individual about how if they just stop lifting weights, so are they doing anything else? I mean, if you're not doing anything else, of course you know, it's just you're just gonna be you know. So I'm gonna give you an example. So, and this taught me a valuable lesson. So this year, like up until March, I was a maniac in the gym, like as always. But then when they shut the gyms down, I'm like, for like that first few weeks, I'm like, damn, man, like it's like a depressed type thing. Like, damn, I can't go to my sanctuary and work out. So I'm a dumbbell king. Like, I love dumbbells. So when I do go to the gym, when I do my bench work, I use dumbbells. Sometimes I use the straight bar, but I like the dumbbells because you can do a lot of different variations, a lot of different grips. Exactly. So you could switch it up with the dumbbells. But when I finally at home, really, I was like, yo, Ish, get on your calisthenics, man. Like what you talking about? Get on your. So when I jumped back into my push-ups, I got these Olympic rings in the basement that I brought. That I be doing my pull-ups and stuff on. So when I got back into my pull-ups, my push-ups, my dips on the steps, I started doing like all of these crazy exotic type of core workouts and that type of stuff. I took a picture, man, like in June or July one day, man. And when I saw the picture myself, I was like, yo, that's me? You know what I'm saying? Right. I was crazy. I'm talking about, I ain't never looked that ripped. I ain't touched weights, but I still had like a crazy pump the whole nine. And that's when I had put a post up and I was like, yo, I ain't been to the gym in 6 months. It was one of those type, it was me like kind of finally bragging. And I was like, it was a valuable lesson for myself, man. And it heightened, it improved my training as far as with my clients because I felt comfortable. I'm like, yo, if it worked for me, I'm pretty sure it can work for you. So when we like normally when I start my sessions out with my clients, man, and we go through that first, I don't want to say first workout, but once we start doing these workouts, because sometimes I'm like, yo, we gonna get through this, and then we'll graduate to the weights. So once they see how challenging that hip workout is, you know, they like, man, I'm cool right here. Like we don't need it. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm glad you said that because we don't need the weights yet. Like once, because I had one of my homies, man, I'm gonna say his name, my man Varrock, he was one of the boys that used to go to the gym a lot. And he called me he ain't called me one day. No, he did call me one day. He's like, yo, Malik, yeah, I benched like 3-something today. And I'm like, 3-something. And so he knew I wasn't no real heavy bench boy. And I'm like, damn, I don't even know if I could bench that. But then, you know, he was real hyped up about it. I said, that's what I'm gonna tell you. I said, so because he was talking slick. I said, when I come to the gym, I'm gonna try that. And then once we done, we gonna get on the bars. Because at that time I was crazy. I mean, that's when I was like crazy on the bars. And he got up that joint, he couldn't do like 2 or 3 of them jumps. You understand? I'm like, yo, but you bench 300-something pounds, but you weigh like $180, $190 or something. Right. You can't pull yourself up 10 times. So that helped him see like the science behind, you know, just sitting on the bench and straining, you know, for 2 reps. When you can one thing you could downgrade the weight and rep it out. You know, but it's just an ego thing. But my thing is like to each his own. That's all I say. To each his own. It's not me knocking somebody that lift heavy. That's just not my twist. I just feel like when I go to the gym, in my mind, I feel like I can outwork any and everybody in there because I'm like they don't do it all. Like I just feel like certain cats just you might be a crazy leg bull, like a bull. One of my homies at the job, he do legs, and I ran 5 miles this morning. So when I ran into him, he seen me in the gym and I was soaked. And he like, damn, how long you been in here? I'm like, dog, I've been in here probably like 45. I was like, I've been in like 50 minutes. He's like, fuck you been doing? See my friends. I'm like, nah, man, I ran. I did 5 miles, and now I'm over here like getting a couple little pull-ups in. And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I ain't doing that running. I ain't doing that running stuff, bro."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, but you keep talking about this look you want.
Right.
You're not
right.
gonna get the look unless you add that cardio.
Yeah.
There's no way around the cardio, man. There's no way around it.
And that's true, man, because you'll see a lot of cats, they big up top, small at the bottom. And like you said, that running is very, very important, man, to get that blood circulation running and oxygen to those muscles and everything, man. It's very important. Hey, man, we got some people out here talking. I just want to get them on before we I don't want them to think we're ignoring them. Nasir, what's going on, my brother? He says, hey, everybody, what's going on, my man? And who else we got in here? Izzy, she says, I am 45 in fairly good shape. I love to work out. I love to work out outdoors, but recently because of the COVID-19 restrictions and a busy schedule, my motivation isn't there. What's your advice?
You say your motivation. Well, my advice first of all is you have to work. There's no COVID can't be the excuse for us to become unhealthy.
Right, exactly.
That's first and foremost. So if you like to work out outdoors, you still can work out outdoors. You can find a little park, a little playground. Maybe it's in the back of your house, front of your house, side of your house. We got to keep moving. I mean, that it's nowhere around that. I mean, and that's one of the that should be one of the highlights for us this past year, seeing that how COVID has affected our communities, man. The way that it has, and a lot of it comes from our way of life, man. Not only the stuff that's been done by design about us not having the proper health care and all that type of stuff, but I'm talking about the stuff that we can control as far as being active and because this is the one thing I realized, and that's why when I say movement is medicine, like all of these little sayings I got, that comes from the lifestyle of me thinking of like the body gets weak if the body don't move. I remember when I was going through my divorce. I remember going through my divorce and my doctor, like doctors, I don't know, people who have doctors, your doctor normally becomes like a family member to you over years. So I remember, and I'm telling him what I'm going through at home and all these different things. And I remember he said, man, all this stuff you going through in your personal life, your numbers should look differently than they look. He was like, well, because you work out and you're doing all of these different things, he was like, you have fought off all of these different ailments that potentially I would see in an individual who's going through the things that you're going through. So he was like, keep doing what you're doing. He was like, because you look at all the ailments that we face, like diabetes, high blood pressure. What is the first thing they recommend? With the first prescription outside of some pharmacy?
Exercise.
Exercise.
That's it.
Yep.
So, that's the one thing that's going to cost you nothing. Of course, they're going to write some prescription to go, to the other homie for you could go buy and try to, heal yourself. But the one thing they prescribe for every last one of these ailments, man, is for you to get up and get active.
Yep.
So why wait till the doctor prescribes you that?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's always been my mode of life. That's why I be saying movement is the medicine.
And that's true, man. Like I said, this COVID, like I said, I've been working out since I think it was May, and doing my thing, cardio and core, and I dropped 34 pounds, and just keeping it off, and I'm still keeping it off, and I feel great. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you have to keep moving. Like that's the key, because if you sit around and eat and you get big and your cholesterol and all that from eating and not moving and doing what you need to do, then that puts you at a greater risk for the virus than if you're outside running and doing what you need to do. Like, and I understand, a lot of people don't really know what's going on with that because they get so many mixed stories from, the news and whatever. So again, you just, like I said, man, you just have to, just know, like, go out there and just do what you got to do, man, because again, you have to have your health in order to fight those type of diseases. You know what I'm saying? Or get them off, especially that immune system. You got to keep that thing up. Hey, Izzy wants to say, love the movement. Oh, love the movement is medicine. So she loves that cliche that you had there, brother. So again, shout out to Izzy Meditates, our partner in crime.
Shout out to Izzy. That's my mother-in-law's name, Izzy.
Yep.
Hey, listen, man. I mean, It's essential, man, for us to keep moving. I mean,
Yeah.
the recommended for us to work out. So it says like to 3 to 4 days a week. That's it. 3 to 4 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes of intense cardio and movement. That's the requirement. It's not like you got to live in the gym. You don't have to live in the gym. You don't have to go to the gym for hours. You don't. You just you pencil. You got 7 days in a week. Find 3 days out of that week. 40 minutes. I would say just give yourself 45. I ain't gonna say an hour. Find 3 days out of the week, 45 minutes. 3 days. If you don't, if you telling me you don't got 45 minutes for 3 different days out of the week to dedicate some type of cardio, jumping jacks, strength training, then you listen. Then you really need to sit on somebody's couch and figure it out. You know, because we got a lot of time for TV and talk about everybody else's business.
Right.
But you know, you gotta invest in yourself, man. And it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot.
Yes, indeed.
So when you say the strength, see that's where it get confusing sometimes, because you just nailed it. Like I've seen guys who could bench press the earth, but can't do one pull up, one push up, or another example. They so big. Like I've seen guys do something, I mean, huge, colossal, but they can't move. You know what I'm saying? So what do you recommend? Like what made you, like what do you recommend to come down like that? You know what I mean? And what do you recommend to do strength as far as opposed to bulk? You know what I mean? Like you said you came down.
Cardio.
Strength, you know,
cardio, man. Like and I don't recommend this for everybody. Like as I say about fitness and the lifestyle. Now, at one time I ran, but I didn't run miles. I wasn't a guy that ran miles, man. But now I'm a fanatic. I'm a running fanatic, man. To the point where I go to the running store. I got my arch supports made strictly for my feet. I get the running sneakers, like all of these things. And running for me also changed my body. So I had to get comfortable with that. So this is it's crazy now that you say that. I piggyback on this. You know, like the look of being swole and all that, it's almost like it's an intimidation thing. It's like an ego thing for some men. Right. We want to have this look like, you know, like we like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Tony Atlas or The Rock or one of these guys. So for me, when I started running, a lot of people tell you, "Oh man, I don't be trying to run, man. I lose too much weight. I lose too much weight." That's the saying. Like that is the saying. I ain't trying to run, cuz man. I ain't trying. So when I started running, I had to get comfortable with it. Right. I remember like certain outfits I wore, they look the same in them no more. You know? So I had to get comfortable with my body changing. And then once my body started changing, and then I was still working out, I'm like, damn, I start seeing little cuts in spaces that I never saw before. And I'm like, damn, I always wanted these joints. Like I always wanted this look. Right. But I wasn't getting the look because I was scared. I wasn't invested in running. But once I invested in running, man, like for me, the running in itself is liberating, man. Like I get my best thoughts, you know, running and jogging and just you know, seeing scenery. But as far as like somebody big, say like I can't. It's hard for me to say because somebody who's big, that's probably what they love. That's their thing. That's just their thing. Because a lot of people, like a lot of those guys, don't want to do a HIIT workout. And when I say HIIT workout, for the people that's watching that don't understand what a HIIT workout is, a HIIT workout is it's like circuits of workouts. So you could do. I'm gonna give you how I do mine. Like I do rounds. So I might start my first round out with 4 exercises. And my warm-ups are typically like a minute long. So I might run, I might jog in place like I'm jumping rope for a minute. And right after that minute, I might do air squats. I'll take no break. I'm gonna go right into air squats. I probably do like 20 air squats. And then after the 20 air squats, I might go right into some mountain climbers for like a minute. And then after the mountain climbers, I might get back up and throw jabs, like 20 jabs, right jabs and 20 left jabs. And then I'll do the same thing. And I do that for like 3 rounds, no break, like strictly no break. Do that, and then after I do that, I catch my breath, and then I go into whatever. Like if we doing core and weight, if we doing core and some type of strength training, I have probably like 4 workouts. It might be 2 different type of core workouts and 2 strength workouts, and I'll do those workouts in that circuit, that round. So that's a high intensity. So the goal is to do those 4 exercises, you know, at almost not at your max, but above a medium, so you can feel your heart racing, and you take a little break and you do it again. And once you finish that round, you go into 4 different type of exercises that's still working on core, still working on whatever body weight we doing, and then we'll do another round at the end. And so not only is that strength training and core, but because of that, the pace and the rate we doing it's cardio. So that's the science in how you get all of those. And if you do that continuously, that's how your body start getting that definition. That's how you start getting them little cuts. And if you do that workout, it's I don't want to say impossible, but it's almost impossible to remain this big figure, because your body naturally from the cardio is going to chop up. Now, that's the thing, man. People don't realize the more cardio you do and you work out, like you can still like I said, I still rock with the dumbbells. It makes you look bigger. Like some people be looking at me and I'm like, dog, I'm 15 pounds smaller than what y'all used to. But they still be looking at me like, dog, I'm like 200 pounds. You ain't no 200 pounds. I'm like, nah, I'm 200 now. Like, nah, I used to be about 215. I ain't been about that in like 2 years. You know? You know what I mean? So I know like my chest ain't as big as it was, but my arms still like the same size. But my core, man, that it's a lot slimmer. Man, I can tell by my belt. I can look at the holes that I constantly got to switch out on the belt, because you know, the belts that I used to wear previous years, it looks ridiculous to even try to attempt to buy one of the belts now. You know? Seriously. And that's strictly on doing them hip workouts, man. Like doing them hip workouts in that cardio, that running. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, we got some comments out here. I want to get them on here. David Dickerson Sr. says, band solo.
What's up, cousin?
You know what I mean?
What's up, cousin?
I don't know. And Jabari Whitehead says, invest in yourself. Win the morning, 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. before the world awakens. It's the time that can belong to you. Functional movement, longevity, train for a purpose greater than yourself. Thanks for sharing this wisdom. Happy New Year, everyone. Hey, thanks to you saying Happy New Year was. Oh, I can't even get out. New Year to you as well. And Izzy says, yes, yes, yes. Happy New Year, Jabari Whitehead. So again,
Jabari, I got a saying, man. I'm the king of the slogan, brother. I got a saying. Just to piggyback off what you said, I say sunrise before the sunrise, man. And I normally try to be in the gym, you know, based on whatever jobs I'm working at that time. But I would always be in the gym before 5. You know, gym open up at 4, some I'm in the gym. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna do all this before the sun even come up in the morning, man. So because at that time it was hard for me to work out in the afternoon or the evening. So the way of not having no excuse, I'm like, yeah, push yourself, man. This your life. This your temple. So you know, you don't want to wait till the doctor prescribe it for you when you can prescribe it for yourself. Man.
Exactly. And he tries to sit you again. He says, no doubt. Gives you the thumbs up.
I got a question, man. Real. This is loaded because it's sections to this, right? I need to know, because if you listen to different people, you like you said, to each his own. Everybody's going to tell you something different. You said something about squatting. I'm going to share this story with you, but first I need to know, do you eat before you work out or after? Because I've gotten guys that said they'll work out and then they eat a little light meal, or I've heard people say they'll eat first and then go work out. And then if you do eat, whichever before or prior, what is like a pre-workout meal for you? Or, you know, a meal that you would eat after you work out?
All right. First of all, is the camera cool? I had to
you good. You good.
All right, good luck. Oh, well, first of all, you shouldn't eat heavy like an hour or I think it's probably like within 2 hours before or after. Yeah. Honestly, before or after. And for me, I'm a smoothie guy, like in the morning. So in the mornings, I normally make a natural smoothie, and I'm gonna stay on topic right now. But normally I make a natural smoothie with like bananas and strawberries or whatever like that, and I normally put my vitamin. I got my multivitamin that I take. It's a vegan plant-based vitamins powder, so I get it from the vitamin shop. I put that in there, and that's all I'm fueled off of, man. I don't have a big meal. I don't have this big I don't have no type of crazy ritual to eat some type of heavy meal or anything like that. So yeah.
Well,
and I go ahead, cousin.
I asked that because I was at a gym. I'm not gonna tell you which gym, but it wasn't filling gym. It's a sandwich shop. It was a real gym. So I really did go to work out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I was talking. It was two females beside me, an elderly lady, you know, and she really inspired me because I'm like, this lady is up there and she is dedicated. She getting it, and that inspired me. Like if she could do it, I could do it. And a lady next to me, a bit younger, nice, attractive, you know. So they was telling me what to do. So we was doing squats. I went down one time and I farted. That shit for me. It's what you eat. And I said, it wasn't me, it was her.
Right. So, hey, listen, man, that comes. Nah, man, but you know, you gonna let some air out, man. You gonna let some air out. It happens, man. I'm pretty sure when you train somebody, like we like anything, when you with a new girlfriend or something, you hold it in. You know what I mean? But nah, if you straining, man, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory, bro. It comes with the territory. But
I blamed it on the lady like that.
But like I said, for me, I don't eat a lot because I do a lot of cardio and jumping around and burpees and all that. So I don't want a whole bunch of food in my stomach. You know, it's going, you know, obviously going to give me bubble guts or something crazy.
Right,
so sure I keep it light, man. I keep it to the smoothies or something like that. And then when I come home, I'm pretty sure I chill for a while, and then you know, whatever the missus is cooking, if I don't grab some type of healthy salad or something like that I always be posting online.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm a pescatarian too, man. So I don't eat heavy anyway. I just eat a whole bunch of vegetables, fruit, vegan platters and stuff like that, man. I don't eat no chicken, no turkey, no beef, nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that point. I mean, it's been 26 years I haven't eaten beef and pork, but I'm trying to get off of the chicken, turkey, and you just do strictly fish. You know what I mean, and go from there. So I'm definitely trying to work on that. Say it again. One more time, Malik.
Yeah. Somebody had thought. I said, I stopped eating beef 2000. I mean, not 2000, 1998, when Nas was born. My son was born.
Right.
Yeah, man. Cold turkey, man. Messed my stomach up one day eating some trash from McDonald's. And I was like, you know, porcelain God praying. Like, man, if I get through this, God, I ain't gonna never eat that trash again. And I never looked back. And chicken turkey, I stopped eating chicken and turkey in 2015, I believe. Went to Jamaica one year, man, you know, all inclusive. You know, went all crazy on that chicken, you know, that jerk chicken in Jamaica. And when I came home, I felt crazy. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do a cleanse for like 30 days.
Right.
And then when the 30 days was over, I felt so great. I was like, you know what, man, I ain't never eating that ever again. And I never looked back, man. And that brought a lot of challenges as well, man. But I'm glad I stuck to my guns, man, because I feel totally different, a lot better for it. I mean,
right. Exactly. So so that's what I'm gonna try to do. You know, I think my my biggest thing was in the morning, you know, as far as the eggs and stuff like that. So I mean, right now what I do in the morning is I eat protein bars. I deal with this company called Isogenic. So I eat their protein bar and I'll drink water or something like that in the coffee here and there. I know coffee is really not, I drink it with almond milk and some Splenda. I know Splenda's not really good for you either, but it's a start, whatever. Right. So that's what I do in the morning. So I don't really have to eat heavy in the morning. So I think now I'm actually in tune to stop eating the turkey and chicken. So I should be able to do that now because I'm so used to not eating in the morning like that, not heavy. So and then lunch, I try to eat. Lunchtime, I'll eat, and it'll be something healthy, either salad or something like that. And then for dinner, if I don't eat, if I do eat something, it'll just be a strict just salad with no meat or nothing on it, or I have a protein shake or something like that. So I try to keep it healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually really thinking about going vegan. So you just inspired. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and try it out.
I don't see. I'm pretty sure I'll never be a straight vegan. I can't see myself giving fish up. But like you were saying,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, pescatarian.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I can't see myself giving fish up, man. But like my mornings normally consist of like a smoothie. If I can get a smoothie early in the morning, but I always have one of them. What's the name of them bars? Will I put you on? I forgot the name of them.
Oh man, RX bars.
RX bars. I always get the RX bars. Like they all natural bars, man.
Right. I know you're talking about with the fruit and the grains and stuff in it.
Yeah, they got eggs. It tell you right on the pack what's in there. It got like I always like the chocolate ones that got like the dates and the eggs, and they got the joint with the peanut. Yeah, you like the one with the white pack.
And that chocolate sea salt trump the rest of them.
Them joints they bang, man, good. And they good, man. So I normally had them.
They curb your appetite too. But wait, can I share this little weakness that me and you share? The chocolate chip cookies.
Right. Yeah. Listen.
That is hard.
There's no bigger addiction for me. There's none. Like that's why I be doing these. Y'all see me doing these crazy little no sugar challenges. I be setting myself up with, like, you know what? Because I be trying to break myself out of it, man. Like I love sweets, man. Like, and we all got our vices, man. I always love sweets, but cookies. I think like even the other day, man, my wife just brought some soft baked cookies from ShopRite. And then, she'll put them in the crib, and I'll run through them. And then it's like, oh, you should have some type of self restraint. I'm like, come on, man. I'm not gonna win that battle. I'm not gonna win the battle. So, like, there's some here now. So she brought some probably on Tuesday. So my daughters are down Delaware with their mom. So I'm like, you already know what I'm gonna do to these cookies, man. So even yesterday, I kept going eating one. And I chill. And now it's like that guilt, like, ish. And then it's like, but they calling me, man. These joints be calling me. So I go right back. So I'm going to tell you. So this morning when I was running them 5 miles, in my mind, that was just like, I'm going to run 5 today, man. I got to push myself based off of, how I've been eating lately, man. So we man, ain't none of us a machine, man, where we can just stay away from all of those things that the addictions. Right. And I'm addicted to cookies, man. People probably thinking I be joking sometimes when I be putting it on the book, but I'm dead serious, man. Like dead serious, man.
Yeah.
I was addicted to peanut butter candy cakes as well, but
right.
Chuck helped me. Chuck and Reese Brown helped me because I used to walk the track with them. And they used to call me names. Come on, Patrick Ewing.
Oh, no, I ain't.
I look at myself like, I'm sick of this. And they ease up. Just like the time I misconstrued the advice you gave me. I remember you told me, I'll never forget it, because you said, listen, here's where you start. I said, where? You said, do push-aways. And I thought you said push-ups, remember? And I told you I went fucking little push-up ice creams. And I was eating them. I was supposed to lose weight. He was like, nah, push away.
Push away, yeah. So, you got to push away from the table. Yeah.
Guy told me that. He said 80% of it is what you eat. He said what you eat is
big time. Big time, man. Big time. Every time I do one of those challenges, personal challenges for me, I'm like, I'm going to do a month. Well, I always do those months when I'm eating no artificial sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, if you going to stop eating one thing, you normally start eating something else. So it was always like something else. Like I would go hard on salads, go hard on like natural sweetness, like the fruit and all that type of stuff. And I would always see, like, at the end of the month, I'm like, oh, my body look crazy, like ripped up crazy. And that's when it really started, like the nutritional side, like the importance of it really starts showing. Because you got certain people like the gym. I go to this LA Fitness. Well, I started going back to it yesterday.
Right.
Because I used to go to a lot before I got the job at SEPTA or whatever, and it made no sense for me to keep the membership. But I ended up getting the membership back yesterday, and I walked in there and I seen people that was there 2 years ago when I used to go, and they look the same,
Look,
like
yep,
exactly the same, and and they probably doing the same little workout routine that they got, but I'm like, I guarantee you, man, they must not be watching the way they eat, because once you change it. Once you like, for me, as much as I was going to the gym back in them days, if I was invested in, the nutritional side, then I would have looked totally different. But at that time, I wasn't really. I don't want to keep saying I wasn't. I definitely was eating bad. I wasn't eating properly, because I remember that around that time I was a lover of like Raisin Bran. So my boy used to always joke. He was like, "Man, all you eat is Raisin Bran and drink apple juice," and that was the truth. And in my mind, that was healthy. I thought that was like healthy, and then until I saw how much artificial sugar was in that trash, man, and and start eating salads and greens, and then you feel better, you look better, man, your skin look better, you drinking water like you're supposed to drink, man. All of that stuff is necessary, but like that's the lifestyle. Once you buy into the lifestyle, man, and you really enjoy it, you start finding better ways to better your look and improve how you feel. So.
Yeah, and it's crazy because what you just said, Malik, like, and I could tell too now, I mean, I've always ate not bad, but of course, you cheat here and there, do whatever. But when you eat a certain way, and let's say you mess up that day, you could tell by working out, you could tell you don't have that energy like you normally have. You like, man, I said, so it's definitely important. You know what I'm saying? Like all the greens and eating the right stuff, the water intake. All that stuff is very important. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, it is definitely whatever you fuel your body with, you definitely can feel it, especially when you start doing the right thing. And then you I'm gonna just have a cookie. You could tell. You're like, man, wait a minute, I feel a little sluggish.
I feel crazy. I told my mom that yesterday because I was like, yo, I feel out of shape. And she was like, really? Out of shape? I'm like, seriously? So I'm like, nah, I do. So I was like, nah, I just know I've been eating like trash the last day or so. And then this morning, I'm laying there and I was like, yo, man, get up, man. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. And once I went in there and got on the treadmill and ran, I felt good, but I could feel my body. I could feel all the trash that I ate lately. Because I had that feeling like, and then when I came home, she like, what's wrong? I was like, nah, my stomach a little crazy. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's from the trash, we eat the last couple of days, man. But I'm like, I'll be all right, So, like you say, but that's the good thing, because I mean, we supposed to have days, man. I mean, like you say, we're not a machine, man. So you're gonna have days when you wanna indulge, man. You wanna indulge, that's life. But it can't be to the point where that's your norm. That's when it becomes a problem, man. When that's all you do. That's all you do. Because I'm gonna tell you this quick story, man. One of the guys I was training before, my man Dave, I hope he see this, man. We go to Planet Fitness. So I'm like, I was like, I'll put you on my guest list. He's like, oh, nah, membership.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah. He said he got a membership already. So I'm like, cool. So while we sitting at the table, at the front desk, the guy behind the counter is like shaking his head. I'm like, nah. I'm like, everything cool? He was like, man, this guy, man. I said, what's up? He was like, you wouldn't believe the last time this guy you been to Planet Fitness. And I looked at my man Dave. I said, last time you been? He's like, man, it's been a couple years. And he ain't said a couple years. The guy behind the counter said the amount of days. And I was like, yo, so you've been paying a membership in this joint for a couple years and never been and didn't even come. So that's like the parts of that just mind-boggling, man. When it comes to cats, man, that just will put money out, man, but will never use the gym to fight off all of these ailments, man. I kind of lost my train of thought too, because two people just called me and threw me off. But
it's all good.
That's the type of stuff that boggles my mind, man.
Hey, we got some comments over here, so I'm gonna put them up. Jabari Whitehead says, thanks again for sharing, everyone. It's great seeing your faces. Keep up the great work. Hey, thanks, Jabari, for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you, brother. And Tyrone Ricks, he says, the 10 of life is tuned in. Happy New Year's to my family at Feel Good Talk. Yes, sir, Tyrone. definitely get at him. He's down there at 7th and Hayes with the 10 of Life doing this thing. We definitely appreciate, what you're doing for the community. And he says, happy New Year, Izzy. She comes back. Happy New Year, Tyrone. Thank you for tuning in. He says, thanks for sharing. No doubt, brother. This brother here says, people in Africa don't have something to eat. Sons, I don't know what he mean by that, but shout out to you too, sir. And then we have Cops. He says, what's up, baby? He says, a perfect informative info to start the new year off. And it definitely is, brother. We appreciate the info that you're giving, man. So again, man, thanks for that. Hey, I got some things to announce real quick. I'm gonna get that over with so I won't forget, because I will forget. You know what I'm saying? That comes with age, baby. So again, you can catch Feel Good Talk at LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk, on Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, and also on Instagram at Feel.GoodTalk. We're also this month coming in. We're gonna be streaming from Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. And that's coming this month by way of Choice TV. And that gives us access just the Roku alone gives access to 80 million viewers worldwide. So definitely, if you're trying to promote, you're trying to get something out there, definitely hit us up so we can definitely get you on there and show you how to get on here. And tonight, we're going to have a special event tonight. And let me get that up real quick. We have a special event tonight. Feel Good Talk and Choice TV presents the 2021 New Year's celebration virtual dance party that happens tonight at 10 to 12, and on the West Coast 7 to 9. So definitely tune in. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go through all of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s music. We're gonna start off with little segments, and then we're gonna work our way from there. And at the end, we're gonna have the party. But right now, we got a lot of special guests that's going to be on there. A lot of people singing and doing some different acts. So definitely tune in. It's going to be a great time. That's tonight. Definitely tune in. We're going to start off with Feel Good Talk. We're going to start that live, Facebook Live. Of course, they probably shut us off because of the music. And if they do shut us off, you can always hit us up on YouTube. And that'll be at YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. Let me get that up here so you'll know exactly what it is. Again, right here on YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. You can go on there. They should be fine with us playing different types of music. So we're gonna have a little fun tonight. It's a little different. I'll be doing 3 things at one time: DJing, producing, and also trying to talk to the people. So it's gonna be hell. So bear with me. We're gonna have some fun though. We're gonna rock it out. We're gonna do what we do. And we got one more comment here. Let's see what this says. Oh yeah. And Ty, he wants to let everybody know, he said, we give food out to 10 of Life on 7th and Hayes in Chester, PA. Definitely check him out. He also has a Ty also put up there where they can send their donations to as well, so that we can get that out there too. So definitely check that brother out. He's doing great things in the community. So that's it for me. I just had to make that announcement. We didn't do, man. We didn't do our we didn't do our sponsor, man. We can't do that. So we're going to go ahead and throw up the sponsor commercial so we can pay these bills. Here we go.
This is A-Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A-Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
And that is the A-Game. Definitely check it out. Again, this is good for your strength, libido, also energy. And again, it's good for your immune system. So definitely check it out. The A-Game is a definitely, I can't keep it in stock. So definitely hit me up, 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. I don't have any more free samples, but we do have packages here that you can definitely get. Also, Tyrone Rick says, what's up with the invite? Hey, you're invited, brother. Everybody's invited. I only could get 10 people on the feed, so I gotta have all of the all of the Feel Good Talk family on, and I think that was 10 slots right there. So if you want to join, you can, like I said, you can join us through Facebook Live or YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. and we're definitely going to be on Choice TV. We're going to be going over there, so we're going to take a recording over there, and I'll have the recording here as well. So again, you can check us out there. And oh, I'm sorry. What's up? Whenever. Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
I was talking to Tyrone.
Oh, Tyrone. Okay. Hey, Ty. He says whenever you're ready, bro. He says, "What's up with the invite?"
You forgot something we do all the time. Ish. Anytime you have an event or something, you know he DJ. Now, listen. Now, I do a little something. You got my work, but like. And I mean, I'm D. Susamero, he Johnny Carson. That's the difference.
Yeah. Nah. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Right, you rocking, rolling, but the bottom line is, it's all, I try to tell cats, man, it really is about the crowd. You got to make the crowd move. It ain't about, you trying to. I don't try to impress nobody, man, at all. I only impress the people that's in front of me. That's it. And if they rocking, I'm rolling. So again, it's all different types of style of DJing as well. So again. You do your thing, I do my thing, you know what I mean? And together, we like dynamite. TNT, baby. TNT, baby.
I see you, bro.
As a matter of fact,
I was holding my breath.
I was like, yo, you gotta breathe. I saw you holding your breath, man.
Yeah, well, and that's a filter.
That's how you faint, man. That's how you get lightheaded. That's how you get lightheaded.
Exactly.
Got to be a lot of light for this skimmer. But anything you want to leave us with, Ish, before we go? We had our allotted time. We usually get like an hour. You know what I mean? That went back. We was having a good time.
Yeah, it was a great conversation. Only thing I got this year, well, I'm a little disappointed because I thought I would have my website done, but the website is 96% done, man. I'm just waiting for the transfer of my domain, man. So next year, man. Well, next year. This year is all about expanding, man. I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone and start doing some virtual classes. So stay tuned for that, man. I'm excited about to turn my basement out, man, and put some mats down there. I got a banner coming, so got the merchandise and all that stuff about to really pop off and have a centralized site for everything, man. So I'm nervous, man, but I'm excited for what's about to come down the line, man. So that's what's about to pop. That's what's about to pop off.
So when I'm gonna get a shirt? Now last time, look, I lost weight. Last time you said they don't come in 9X. 2.5. So I know you got one for me now.
Yeah, listen. I don't know what's I told you, man. I think I got a few 2X. I don't know if that might be too big for you. 2X might be a little too big for you, man. But
I fill it out for you.
Nah, but like I said, and this ain't me as they say cap or hype or something. While we was talking, I seen come across my screen the guy that's making my apparel. He texted me he sent me the mocks. So, like I said, man, because of the website coming, I wanted to hit everything off at the beginning of the new year. But everything coming, man, within like the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to have some new merch with different little slogans, the logo and all that type of stuff on there. So, I got you, cousin. I'm gonna make something exclusive for you. I got you.
But keep us in mind, because this is not going to be our first endeavor. I mean, because as you build, we build. Because right now, like what we tell all the people that come on, we not just the hosts, we students. You sit and we learn as we go along with you. And that's the beauty of this thing. You know what I mean? We learned a lot tonight. And I mean, you broke it down to where you could talk to people and it sounds like foreign language. Well, you have to do 77 reps and eat 2% this and that. You broke it down to where it's real feasible, like
that. Simple form.
Do that. You know what I mean?
Right. But this, the next time I want to do it like we have talked about. Next time I want to be able to have the phone set up where I can even go into a little example or a little routine, how you do certain little workout, something real brief, nothing too crazy, but that can be definitely done next time.
Definitely. Yeah, we ain't got no problem with that. Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. Always. Door always.
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all brothers, man, for giving me the opportunity, man. It was I thought I would be tired, man, but the minute you start talking, man, that energy that kicks in, man.
Hey.
I definitely. I feel real good about our discussion tonight, man.
That's good, man. Hey, look, and that's what we try to do, man. We try to get that positive energy, and like I said, we try to get, that's what we try to give. We try to give out that positive energy to keep it rolling. So again, man, thank you too. For your energy as well. We got a couple more comments. Let me see. I'm gonna try to Ty got a couple of them up here. Let's see. He says after you said whenever you're ready, bro. He says away, brother.
He went to say awesome.
Awesome, brother.
Awesome.
Yeah, there he is. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. You're right. Awesome. Exactly. You're right on it, brother. I appreciate that, big homie. He says 100. Kendra, she got smiley faces, but it won't show on the darn thing over here, so I can see it on the phone, though. So, again, shout out to Kendra Moore. If you haven't checked her out, she's the Essential Oils Coach. She's on every Wednesday at 9 a.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, and she always has an essential oil for the week. So, she tells you exactly what to do with it, how to use it, and what it's good for. So, again, shout out to her. And, hey, man, it was awesome, man. I had an awesome conversation with you, man. Learn some things from you, brother. And looking forward to having you do your exercise program right here in front of us so we can see you live and in person.
Look forward as well, brother. Look forward as well, man. I appreciate y'all, brothers, man.
Yeah, appreciate you
always
too.
A pleasure, man. Always been good brothers, man.
Same you, bro. Same with you, brother. Definitely.
The shirt I showed you with the album cover, I got it. I'm gonna say your
Pop used to cut my hair back in the day, man.
Yeah. He stopped cutting now, but exactly. Everybody hair. We spin that basement for hours.
I had my first block, man. He used to cut my block back in the day, man.
Yep.
Walk around the corner, man. Yeah, man. We go.
Hey, you come in, you on ball for maybe 4 or 5 hours, but you was strapped when you left. You know what I mean?
Nah, you listen. You go down to Saturday, you there for that to Saturday night.
Exactly.
Damn, man.
I know. I'm like,
body shot ish. You ever hit you with a body shot?
Nah, he ain't never he ain't never punch on me.
Oh yeah, he would always walk up on me. Come on, young boy, let's get it.
Listen, yo, my blocks used to be so raw on the side, man.
I know, man.
He used to ace me, man.
He was the only one to get it raw like that, because when I got older, people couldn't. I'm like, man, y'all can't get it rawer than that. I'm like, man, you still see the stubble, So
he gave me the joint. One time I had like a point in the back of my head, man. He gave me the joint. It was a block, but down the end, like he made a V. To a point, man. It was crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Shout out to y'all, brothers, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. So,
likewise,
but again,
man.
tune in tonight, man. If anybody can tune in tonight, hopefully they'll keep us on. We'll see what happens. This is an experiment. We trying it out, see what happens for future parties and endeavors and stuff like that. So again, we just gonna try it out, see what happens, and see if we have to go another route or another alternative. But we will be here tonight, 10 p.m. sharp. Check us out. We're gonna have a great time. We were gonna do it last night, but our people in LA. If we had to do it last night, we would have been going into New Year's 3 hours prior to them. So that wouldn't have been a good look. So we decided to have it tonight versus having it late yesterday. So again, we should have a great time. So again, check us out. See, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a lot of special guests on there, and Feel Good Talk family gonna be on there. Jamila J. Choice, all of her models and actors, they'll be on there as well. So it's gonna be a family affair. So check us out. All right.
All right.
Hey, let me give a shout out to NNA Customs.
That's right.
My cousin Nasir made this shirt. Nasir thinks they do good work. And also, I want to give a shout out to somebody. Calvin Church. Childhood friend of mine, Calvin Church, just started his own business. It's called Church Boy Couriers. You know what I mean? So, Amazon and all that. Yeah, move aside. We got somebody else. We got black business.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Calvin now. All right. Good people.
Awesome. Yep. So that's all. And again, Nasir, get with me because I want to get I talk to you. I'll give you a call. I'll hit you up.
All right. That's it, y'all. Hey man, for my man Ish, the fitness guru.
I appreciate that.
Partner in crime, Chuck. See y'all
next time. I like the logo, baby. Yeah.
That pure, baby. That pure. All right,
Yes, indeed. Look, y'all be safe, man. We'll see you next Wednesday I mean, I'm sorry, don't next Wednesday. Good God, you know I'm tired. Next Friday at 6 p.m. We had a special date time today, but next week we'll be back on at 6 p.m. next week. So again, thanks for tuning in to Williams World. And you can end it, Will. I'm sorry, did you end it already? I'm sorry.
Right, but you know it's always good. The bloopers, the bleeps, and stuff. See y'all next Friday.
All right, peace. We out.